Hi there, YouTubians. G-String Wonder here. Well, here's the third and last video that I'm making of HMHS Britannic as it lay on the seabed. I've made some further modifications thanks to your constructive criticism and comments on the ship. I really appreciate it. You're a really kind group out there, and I take all of your suggestions to heart. I had previously made a video showing the modifications I made to the aft section. And you can see how I have the elevated platform there. And this building, which some people have pointed out may have been the morgue. It was a hospital ship after all. And this raised decking that was not on Titanic or Olympic. And the last of the changes that I made were to the large gantry davits. I never really was satisfied with the ones I had made, and so I decided to make some a little bit closer to the real ship. And looking forward, there are the starboard side gantry davits. There were intentions to place additional gantry davits along the port side, but because the ship was rushed into military service as a hospital ship, those davits were never constructed. There's been some comments asking why the other funnels don't show on the model. Well, as far as I can tell, this is the only funnel that's close enough to the ship to picture in a diorama of this size. I know that there are some more funnels that lay on the seabed, but they just don't show in this diorama. So yes, they do exist in real life. They are somewhere in fairly good shape, but they're just not part of this model. Okay, so here we are looking at the aft section. There are those huge gantry davits that really did their best to get almost all of the passengers and crew off of the ship safely. They weren't the prettiest things, probably not appropriate aesthetically for an ocean liner, but they did their job. And here we are now looking at the bow section, continuing our tour of the Britannic. I've had comments questioning whether or not the grand staircase housing should still be in place. I honestly don't know. I haven't done enough research on it, but I think I'm going to leave the model as is. Time to go on to other projects. The model's mounted on a little easel. If you can see that there, but anyway, there it is. So the model can, well, I guess if you wanted to mount it on the wall, you could lay it flat like that, or you could lay it down like this. This is really how it looks in real life. It's laying on its port or starboard side, about 400 feet from the surface of the water. Really only about half the length of the ship itself is where the surface of the water is. Still a difficult dive. Only divers trained in technical diving can make the attempt down. I think it's interesting that the divers take several hours to go down and to come back up, mostly to come back up to the surface to avoid the bends. And they only have about a half hour at a time to explore the ship. And there we go. There's the wreck of the HMHS Britannic. It is for sale. If someone's curious, go ahead and send me a line. If I don't get any offers, I will be putting it on eBay. So there you go. I hope you enjoyed the tour. Have a nice day.